timeless travelers, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for joining me. So today is part 2 of the packing. We're going to do the actual full-size suitcase. So today we're going to talk about the full-size toiletries. We're going to talk about the color scheme, what makes it easier to pack, what we're packing inside the big suitcase, a couple of things that I actually take with me that are not necessarily necessities, but for a cruise they just make your life a little bit more simple. And we're going to talk about some things that I actually left out in the carry-on video that a couple of people hit me up on my Facebook and personal inbox and said, hey, because I am a travel agent and I do give out a packing list to my clients, and they were like, you didn't put that in the video. So we'll talk about that a little bit too. So hang on and I'm going to show you a couple of things. All right, thanks. Alright guys, so this is all of the full-size toiletries that are going to go in my suitcase. So we've got the mouthwash, we've got the sunscreen. I've actually got 2 types of sunscreen, and the reason why we've got 2 types of sunscreen, I actually put on the rub-on sunscreen, which is the Sport right here. And then I also, when we get to the beach, I like to have the spray-on kind, because it's a lot easier to put spray-on sunscreen on when you've got sand on you instead of trying to rub it in with the lotion. I've got full-size lotion, body wash for both me and Will, and also this is just kind of a little thing that's not necessarily a necessity, but it is a Trishism. I actually hate bar soap, so I use liquid soap and I take it with me wherever I go. And obviously it is too big to go in a carry-on, so it has to go in my check bag. This right here is spray-on deodorant. I'm actually again very sensitive, so I can't use stick deodorant, and it's too big to go in my carry-on, so I take a stick with me in my carry-on just in case my check bag gets lost and I have to resort to stick deodorant, but I prefer dry. So also I want to show you real quick, these are all of the things that are going in the suitcase. So I've got my, let's pan out here a little bit. I've got my shirts, t-shirts, workout clothes, shorts, pants, hat, all my shoes, everything. This is all going to go in there, so we're going to talk about how all of that is going to fit in this. Okay, so the first thing we're going to put in here is a collapsible hamper. This is so that when we take our clothes off at night and clothes that are dirty or whatever, we don't have them just strung out all over the place. They're in a nice neat little thing. You actually take these little toggles off and it actually opens up into a full-size hamper. So I'm going to throw that in there, and it just fits right down in there. Second thing we're going to do is we're going to put a couple of dryer sheets right on top of that. This actually helps keep your clothes clean and fresh, so we're going to throw that in there. So now I'm going to get down to the important parts of packing. So one of the things that I take with me is a pair of sweatpants, because it gets chilly at night on the ships. But I want to show you something. That's why I'm on this side of the camera, so hang in there. I actually roll everything super duper tight, and then I'm going to lay all of my pants long ways down in there like that. So my shorts I'm going to take with me, so I'm going to lay all of these super duper tight, and I'm going to lay them long ways. Now once I get those down in there, the very next thing that I'm going to put in here are going to be my tennis shoes. So I have my socks already in there to save time, save space, because you want to use every piece of real estate you've got. So I've got my little emoji socks. Stick those down in there. Now I'm going to lay these sideways along the bottom of the suitcase because they're heavy. So you want to try to put as what you can as possibly, as much as you can that's heavy down toward the bottom. So shirts, t-shirts, I'm not going to show you everything. I just want to show you something really quick, why this is important to roll your clothes. So as you can see, it was already folded. I unfolded it a little bit, and then I roll it. And this is going to go across up here. So if you see, I'm actually making a puzzle inside of here. The reason why I'm doing that is because of the next thing that's going to go in here. My hat. In order for my hat to maintain its shape, I need it to stay within something. So I'm going to put this shirt and one of my workout shirts that's a little bit smaller inside the hat. And then I'm going to put the hat in the middle around that stuff. So it's around it, so it helps it keeps its shape. So you got it? Okay. So as you can see, everything that I folded up on the table is in the suitcase. There's still plenty of room in there. I actually have a couple of more things going in there. But for the sake of time, I just wanted to show you really quickly that everything is inside the suitcase. And as you can see, there's plenty of space all around the edges where my shoes are. They're still showing, so obviously there's plenty of room in there. So we're going to talk about a couple more things, and then we are going to wrap this thing up. Alright, last but not least, things that are going in my suitcase. So there isn't really necessarily a formal night on Norwegian, but I like to dress up, so I'm going to take my heels. So I'm going to stick these down in here, right in this little corner, just like that. Don't want them to stab anybody, so I'm trying to stick them down in there. I've got 2 pairs of shoes that I'm going to take with me. So these, as I talked about, we were going to talk about color schemes. If you noticed, everything in my suitcase was either pink, purple, or red. So the pink, purple, and red allows me to only have to take 1 or 2 pairs of shoes. So I'm going to stick those down in here, in this little corner over here. And then I have my little $1, $2, whatever they are, flip-flops that I take with me for the beach if I don't have my water shoes on, because, I mean, if somebody steals these, baby, you deserve them. So I'm going to throw those in there. I talked about in the carry-on video that I would always have a little crossbody with me. So as you can see, there's a little crossbody that's going to go in here. So that's going to go right down in there. Now, we are going to not come back straight home from the cruise this time. We're actually going to be going to Disney World, Disney Springs, and go see Captain Marvel the day after the cruise, actually the day of the cruise when we get back. So when we get back, we're going to go back to the hotel and then go out to dinner and go to Marvel. So I'm going to probably go buy a Marvel t-shirt. Yes, I am a geek. And go buy a Captain Marvel t-shirt to wear to Disney Springs, because I mean it is a Disney movie at Disney, you can't not do that. So with that being said, I got a gift for Christmas, which is a little small Mickey Mouse crossbody. As you can see, I haven't even taken it out of the plastic because I wanted to debut it when we go. So that's going in there. And then all of the toiletries are going to go in here. Sorry, I was looking for something. Hang on, I'll be right back. Sorry, I was looking for this. So all the toiletries are going to go in Ziploc bags so that they don't spill out on anything. But my Bubba mug, I have to take this with me. This isn't a necessity, this is a desire. As you can see, it's huge, it's big. I fill this up with ice and juice or lemonade or whatever at the buffet, and then I can take it with me when I go sit by the pool or whatever. So I love my Bubba. So I'm going to throw that down in there. And the very last thing that will go on top of all this is my hoodie. My husband loves Batman, and this used to be his shirt, and I shrank it, and now it's mine. So that will be the very last thing that will go on here. And then I'll close it up, put the straps on it, put the toiletries over here, and then she's good to go. As you can see, my suitcase is full, but again, it's not so full that it doesn't close. I don't even need the extenders opened up. So what I said I was going to talk about that I didn't talk about in the carry-on video, that people were like, hey, you didn't talk about that. So I said I was going to go ahead and throw it in real quick on here. In my carry-on will also be a a compact umbrella, because it possibly may be raining when we get where we're going, and the worst thing to do is it's raining and you're just out there getting wet, standing waiting on your shuttle or whatever, or waiting outside to get in a cruise terminal. So we always take a compact umbrella. The other thing we also take is a power strip for the hotel, the airport, the cruise ship. You don't like your electronics or whatever not being charged, so we always take a power strip so we can charge things while we're in the airport. But especially on cruise ships, you don't get a lot of outlets in your cabin, so we take our our power strip so that we can make sure we charge everything. So those are the things that I left out in that video, so I apologize. Thanks you guys for hitting up my Facebook inbox and everything and letting me know that I left those things out. If I've left out anything else, hit me up in the comments. Also, some people asked me about some of the items that were in my carry-on, and I'm sure they're going to ask me about some items that are in this video as well. So I'm going to go ahead and put links to those down below, where you can find those on Amazon. So we love Amazon. Amazon gets a lot of our money, so thank you. But I'll put the links to those so you can easily get to them from here. So if you guys have any questions, comments, anything, please hit me in the comments and let me know. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. We appreciate you, and stay tuned. Next week we will be on the Norwegian Epic for a travel agent conference, and it's going to be amazing. I'm excited. I can't wait. So follow us along. It's going to be a whole series on the ship. So thanks for watching. Have a fabulous day.